morning, YouTube Nation. This is Gabrielle. This is the day that the Lord has made. Oh, I'm rejoicing and I'm glad in it. I'm so excited. I cannot hide it. It's a gorgeous day in the neighborhood. It's a gorgeous day in the neighborhood. For those of you who are people of a certain age, you know this song. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's so gorgeous. It's really nice. You see, I'm not even wearing heavy. Actually, this might be heavy. I could probably go without. But, I'm trying to not get sick because the other day I came out a little bit too prematurely without enough layers on. And I was sneezing. And I think I'm still sneezing. So I'm trying to be careful. I love outside. I love outdoors. But you got to be careful when you're outdoors as well, so you don't get sick and get able to do what you need to do. So this morning I woke up and I was thinking about two conversations that I had last night, and I was thinking about them, and I was like, what exactly, what did all, I was trying to get the meaning of everything that had happened. So the first one was, this person called me and said, I don't want to get involved anymore because we are involved in community work. And this person called me, directly impacted, mind you. I'm not even directly impacted. I'm just there because that's part of the work that I do. So I'm not even directly impacted by the work. This person is directly impacted. And this person is saying, I don't want to do it anymore. That's one thing, and I had to think about this. And then the next thing I got was, I was on a Zoom call, and this woman who was leading the Zoom is talking to this other lady, and she's saying to her, can you drop off this over here? I don't have a car. That was the answer. Can you print this and send it to me by mail? I don't have a printer. My printer broke. Like literally every single thing that she said to this lady, the lady had an excuse. Now, legitimate excuse. It's okay. It is true that she didn't have a printer. It is true that she didn't have a car. But I'm sitting there thinking, how are we going to help you if you don't have the resources that you need to get things done? So finally, the woman who was leading said, listen, I'm here to help you. This is a mutual aid. You help, I help. It's a give and take. If everything I ask you for, you tell me you don't have, guess what? I'm not going to be able to help you. I'm not going to be able to help you. So, and it got me thinking about the fact that there's a passage in the Bible, and it's in Proverbs 10, verse 4, that talks about idle hands. And idle hands, how idle hands produces poverty, and then a diligent hand causes riches. If you are someone who's idle, you're always going to be poor. But if you are someone who's diligent at doing things, then you'll have riches. Now, in America and in most part of the world, when we talk about riches, people think about money in the bank and being wealthy. But on my show, Let's Talk Money with Friends, I said money encompasses everything. So money is your wealth. Yes, but also money, your health is your wealth. Like I'm doing this here, I'm not being idle. I could be at home on my bed saying, hi, I am Gabrielle. And guess what? I'm not moving. There are people who don't move for years, and you can see it because they're poor in health. They have poor health. That's what the doctors say, your health is poor. But when you are someone who's diligently doing something, you become rich. Okay, I'm out here in the summertime, in the wintertime, when it snows, when it's rain, when it's cold. Why? Because I want to be rich in health, right? It's the same thing. If you want something out of life, you cannot be idle. You have to be diligent. So this person who called me to tell me that they don't want to be involved anymore in community work, or in building their own community, that is something that they're directly impacted in. And I'm like, who's gonna do it then? Guess what's gonna happen? Your community is gonna fall apart, and then you're gonna try to go to the promised land. The promised land is the other communities where people were working People are putting in the work. Yes, they have resources, but the reason they have resources is because they're demanding the resources. They all come together and work together and go knock at doors and say, hey, elected official, bring resources over here. We pay taxes, bring it over here. We're demanding it. And then you sitting in your community and you saying like, well, I don't want to be involved because it's too hard. Nothing is easy. But if we all do it collectively, put our hands together, guess what? It's not so hard. That's why they say it takes a village to raise a child. And it does. Even if you're married, you need that village. Never mind if you're single. I used to be a substitute teacher for years in a community where, there's like diversity, and also not only diversity in race, but also wealth. Okay, so we have several elementary schools, and I used to be mostly at the elementary schools, and I would go to the area, the part of the city or the community that was very affluent, and every Friday you see the parents showing up to participate in some activity. They'll come and speak to the teachers, even if it's not PTO, okay, just to say hi. Some parents even will send out things, because they had restaurants and stuff. They will send out food for the teachers, like snacks. Nothing too crazy because the school system had enough. But they'll send like edible fruits or something, chocolate for the class. Or they'll come in on a Friday to read to the students. And then we had another part of town where you don't see the parents. They don't show up for anything. They don't show up for the PTOs. They don't show up for, show and tell. You're like, where is little Joey's mother? Or she's at work. She couldn't make it. Or sometimes you have the little boy sitting there. Nobody is there to support them. Now, I'm someone who works in community. I know enough to know that having access, being able to say, oh, I'm leaving to go to my son's event. Certain jobs you can do that freely, and certain jobs you don't have that liberty. But that's where the village comes into place. You gotta have the village. If you're a single mom, where are your cousins? Where are your sisters? Where are your grandmothers? Or a friend. You gotta build a community. You have to have people of different ages, because people your age might be at work. But if you have an older auntie, an older cousin, an older family member that you have a relationship with, and you have a conversation saying like, my auntie, I'm by myself and I need someone to be there for me. Can I count on you once or twice a year? There's like 9 months out of the school year. I might need you to show up. And I'm gonna make sure the school knows that my son has a village. And I'm gonna do my best to show up maybe 6 times or 3 times or 4 times, but the other times I don't want him to be by himself. I want somebody else in the family to show up. You gotta cultivate relationship with the people that you have so that you can make it happen as a community. So just like this woman was saying to the lady, she's asking, can you drop off something at the mailbox? Can you print out something and mail it out? Something that is talking about her case, her situation. She's asking her to do something. She's saying, oh, I don't have. Meanwhile, mind you, this woman lives down the street from a library that has printers, that has computers, that has everything that she would need. Just because she didn't have it at home, her printer broke at home, she didn't think that she could go to the library to do it, when she could just go to the library and get it done. Oh, I don't have a car. I have some challenges. Well, we have a system here called the ride. You pay $5, they come pick you up and take you anywhere, and then they drop you off. Now, you don't have that money, guess what? You call a friend. And I'm sitting on the call and I'm thinking, I've told this lady 1,000,000 times that I don't live that far from her. How come she didn't call me to say, Gabrielle, I know you might be busy, but can you come by on a Thursday morning? I probably could take her to the library and go for a walk and let her do her things and then come back. I've done that. Or say, okay, come by me because I have printers, you can use it. because it's someone that I've known for a while. But if you're not looking for resources, you're looking for excuses, you're always going to be at a disadvantage. That's the idle hand. So I'm not here to judge, but I'm just saying, like, think strategically, think outside of the box, because when we are idle, we destroy everything around us. Everything around us stays stagnant, and we don't get to improve. And we're always wishing for the next place. Oh, I'm going to the promised land. I cannot wait to leave this place so I can go move to the other neighborhood where everything is so perfect. But those people are putting in the work. That's how it ended up being perfect. Okay? So perfection is where you at. Your health. The doctor is saying, like, you need to exercise. Yes, I can give you medicine. I can give you a prescription to control your blood pressure. But if you were to go to the gym and spend 10 minutes or 20 minutes a day, you could get better. But guess what they do? No, doctor, I just need the medication. I want what's easy. I don't want to do what I need to do. Oh, because I'm by myself, I don't have any friends. My gosh, you go to the gym, in less than a month, you can make a friend. I have a friend of mine who's at the gym all the time, and I see her videos online. This lady has an entire community of people smiling with her, dancing with her, doing exercise. Why? Because she went to the gym. That's how she met them. I have people that I'm friendly with here in my community. How did I meet them? At the gym. At the gym. I didn't know them. I went to the gym. We started coming 1, twice, 3 times, 4 times, shaking your booty. Before you know it, somebody shaking their booties. You say, oh, you're doing a great job. Oh, yeah, you too. Where do you live? Down the street. Oh, me too. Guess what? Now all of a sudden you're looking forward to seeing them. They're looking forward to seeing you. That's encouragement. So I would say don't be idle. An idle hand causes poverty, but a diligent hand will bring riches. Your health is your wealth. Your community is your wealth. However you want to invest in that, it's up to you. I would encourage you to do what's right, because at the end of the day, we all have limitations. We all have challenges. Oh boy, let me tell you. But for me, I know for me, had it not been for me coming out and to support community, I would not have received the support that I've received over the life since I became an adult. I gave and I have received. So do the same. God bless you.